We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go, Bandit. 54. Go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, 66.
Throwing again on second down. Brady has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
36.
Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Alert. Hey, 0. Mike, 53. Go. 40.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Hey, they're scared. Check it out.
Let's go, 4 down. 40.
They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
For the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Sugar.
To throw again. Brady. Got a man open. That's Harry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Slam. Watch out.
Topper!
No. Off.
Ball 50.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 66.
Throwing now is Brady. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Tighten up. 49's the mic.
Here's Brady. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey, seam 6.
Shadow.
To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike 50. Watch the curl. Mike's 50.
Hey, zoom.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 7.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down trial. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady to throw again. And this one brought in by Sanu. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Patriots.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jaron Reed able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
He's not going to get me. 49. 49's a mutt. 49's a mutt.
Hey, Charlie.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Hey, check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Jaron Reed. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, D.
72.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 0.
It's Eckler again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now Edelman. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady, he's going to let it fly. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Line, 90.
53 is the mic. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Check, guys. 4 down, 4 down.
Check.
One left, one left.
Check. 53 is Mike. We don't want this.
Gun, gun, gun.
53. Check 53. Hey, watch the lane.
Green, 86.
Going on the ground with Eckler. That one 28 yards on the ground.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
What? Who it is?
Seahawks
53. Mike, you got nothing to that.
first and 10 at the 19-yard
Run left, run left.
Let's go, let's go.
Gun, gun, gun.
Number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, get in the weight room.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
53 is the mic. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run here with Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.